The virtues of Prince Harry was that he made Prince William look good by comparison. And since he's in Malibu, he no longer fulfills that function. But it was actually quite a useful one because we sort of saw Prince William a little more clearly in the Caribbean these last few days.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, isn't it? Because what we've seen with Prince Harry over the last few years is that he's behaved so badly and so disgracefully publicly, but essentially William has come across as the sympathetic, patient, responsible elder brother. But what we've now seen over the last few days is actually, I think it's a combination of two things. First of all, we see the press have been quite keen to find a new angle because the stories have for so long been Prince Harry being irresponsible, William being responsible, and of course all the Prince Andrew stuff. But actually it's quite interesting to look at Prince William and that I think it's fair to say fairly disastrous tour of the Caribbean. But I think the reason why it's been so disastrous is because it was so poorly planned. But if it had been done 20 years ago or 30 years ago, when it was a more natural home for things like that, I think it would have been absolutely fine because I don't think that people would have been going away and saying, oh, it's a white saviour complex. Oh, it's this sense of, William trying to show off. But he was trying to have his cake and eat it, I think. But on the one hand, he was trying to present himself as this modern figure, acknowledging that perhaps the time has come that he's no longer going to be head of the Commonwealth. He's no longer going to be this figure who's going to be essentially telling his subjects what to do. Then on the other hand, there's still all the pageantry, there's all that rather regrettable stuff from standing on top of a Range Rover, and you're just thinking to yourself, this isn't a very good idea because it's making you look out of touch. It's making you look like you haven't really got what's going on, not just in the wider reaches of the world, but in your own family. And at the time, people are bending over backwards to try and come across as more accessible and more, universally understanding of what's going on in the world. I think there's a lot of missed opportunities and a lot of rather poorly judged photo opportunities as well.